Good afternoon, Lukey3262 here from theshavingcadre.com, otherwise known as Matt. Nice to see you guys today. Trying to get a quick shave in before I run off to a barbecue that's a kind of a work function. So I'm gonna just get right to it. Today I'm shaving with a Lavender Resinous Wood by TDS Shaving Soaps. This is my 12th shaving soap that I've used by them. I still have 4 left behind me, so I'm going to be using them. I better turn on my other light. And then for an aftershave today, I'm going to use a, I guess this is a unobtainium now, Chatillon Luxe Pure Lavender. I'm not sure if they're making it for somebody else or somebody else is making it anymore, but I need to follow up with Chatillon Luxe. I actually really like that company a lot. Chris, I think it's Chris Mayer, I think. Maybe I got his name wrong. But the guy that runs the company is just awesome. Just as cool as could be. And then we're going to use Art of Shaving Lavender Aftershave Balm. For brush today, I'm going to be using one of my very first Badger brushes. I got this brush from a friend of mine, actually one of my wife's friends. I believe she picked it up in Poland for me. This is a pure Badger called, I guess it's Rein Dachs. I think it's a German Badger brush. Haven't really looked at it much since I got it back in the day. It's probably every bit of 9 years old or so. And then for a razor today, I'm going to be using another gift, a gift that was given to me by pretty much the preeminent Swedish straight razor guy, Arnie. He's from Sweden. Arnie, met him through the old site, Badger and Blade, and he's just a fantastic dude. Wish we could see him over at the Shaving Cadre once in a while, but this is a Klas Tornblöm from Eskilstuna, and just fantastic razor. I'm excited to shave with it. It's been a little while since I've used it. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get building a lather. Again, the soap is Lavender Resinous Wood, and yeah, it is. I mean, it's a solid lavender and woody resin. I mean, it's right up my alley. I really like lavender scents, woody scents. So this one's I think going to be a winner for me. I didn't see on their website that they have an aftershave for this one. I would love it if they did. But I do have the Chatillon Luxe Pure Lavender, which is actually really close to the scent. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't believe that they're producing the Chatillon Luxe Pure Lavender anymore, but I know that there's other companies that do. So, all right, I'd say we're at about 35 seconds. Plenty of soap in there. Probably too much, and of course my old brush decided to shed into my puck of soap. Oh well, I will survive. I'll get it out later. Kind of one of the follies of building or loading your brush in on the soap. But you know what? I mean, some folks are much more concerned with putting any water back into the soap, considering soap really shouldn't be getting a whole bunch of water closed up in it. And I mean, it just depends on the guy, you know. Personally, I let my soaps air out a little bit. Yeah, we are shedding a little bit. I let my soaps air out quite a bit before I close them up. And so I'm not too terrible worried about doing any damage. Other guys like to scoop their soaps out in bowl lather or build in a mug and then face lather. But I mean, it's just really up to the guy. I mean, I don't think you're doing any serious damage to your soaps. I mean, hit me up in the comments if you're worried, if you do not ever load in your bowl, and tell me why. I mean, is it you're worried about affecting the quality of the soap going forward? Is it you might want to sell that soap in the future if you don't decide to use it that much? Or why do you scoop your soap out and use it. I mean, like a soap like Martin de Cadre, I don't even know how you could build a lather without doing it directly on the soap. Or load your brush without doing it directly on the soap. I suppose you could cut a sliver off every time, but I don't know that would work out real well. But yeah, this old Rein Dachs, like I said, about 9 years old. It's pure badger. It's plenty prickly. Granted, it hasn't been used a whole lot. Whenever I got it, like I said, I got it as a gift from a friend, and it's always been a little scritchy, but you know, just got another Badger brush around the same time, and that was my go-to for a lot of years. I mean, I didn't have but maybe 2 or 3 shaving brushes for first 4 or 5 years whenever I started shaving traditionally. Like I said before, this soap likes to take a lot of water, so I'm just going to keep adding. It looks like I may have overloaded with a little bit too much soap. I think I went about 40 seconds or maybe a little bit better this time. And my pre-shave is the same as it's been for the last 12 shaves. Used Sterling pre-shave soap, which I'm about to run out of. And took some comments. I think I may look at the Pro Raso pre-shave. I haven't yet done that, but I will. So anyway, use the Sterling pre-shave, and then the TDS pre-shave conditioner, which smells awesome. And the scent of the soap after it as lather, I mean, it's probably moderate. It's not the strongest lavender scent I've ever had on my face, but it's pretty awesome. Good strength, but not overkill. And we are at yogurty goodness right now. I think I'm gonna stop at the water. I don't wanna over water it, but it's pretty perfect. Awesome. All right. And you got to be a little careful with these Klas Tornblöm shoulderless razors. They are little race cars, and they have very thin tangs, especially there where your thumb goes. You got to be careful. Gotta get my sponge hydrated. Now this razor was honed by Arnie himself. Not 100% certain what the edge is on this, but it feels like a J-Nat, but it may just as well be a Black Arkansas. have to reach out and ask him what it is. Those hairs. All right, here's pass one, the TDS soap, functioning like all the others. Fantastic soap. So like I said, I'm on TDS soap number 12, and for those of you that haven't watched all my videos, I think it was last month, I received an order from TDS. I wanted to try their entire catalog because I had several of their soaps that I really enjoyed. The menthol and the evergreen juniper, which I'd received as a gift several years back. And you know, I'd wanted to try other scents because they had some really interesting ones. And you know, the value there is pretty great. I mean, the shipping is kind of tough, but really you get a great value even with shipping from Belarus. And anyway, so I ordered all their shaving soaps that they sold, and with the exception of their new anise mentholated, I believe it's anise mentholated. I think that's their summer scent. And anyway, so I ordered it all, and there's a video with a unboxing, so you can see the whole line. But so anyway, I still have 4 soaps left. So that's kind of how we got where we are. And as I mentioned in the unboxing video, TDS does not sponsor me. I'm not getting any kickbacks from TDS. I just like the country of Belarus. I've tried the soaps from TDS, and I just think they're great. So that's where my wife's from, where my wife's family still lives, and kind of neat to pick up products from there. Silently gave myself a little weeper right there. Go. Now the thing about this little Klas Tornblöm is it is very sharp. It is very thinly ground, but the blade is so hard, or the steel is so hard, there's still very little flex in this blade, so it's a little less forgiving than most full hollows. Uh-oh. Got stuck there a little bit. Hopefully I didn't get a little touchdown cut. It's been a while since I've had one. Totally me, if I get one. But goes with the territory, guys. Every once in a while. Like I said, I was just saying this one's not very flexible, and that's one of the things that can happen with these stiffer blades. Now, don't let me talk you out of getting a shoulderless Swedish razor, especially one of these Klas Tornblöms. They are awesome. And if you're regularly using them, you probably get really good with them. But with as many razors as I have, this razor does not get as much love as it deserves. So, definitely needs more respect. But I guess the weekend's going pretty good. Yesterday, did a little shopping, got a little work done in the morning around the house, and then we ended up going to a really nice little park near the house called Crest Farm, which it's just really cool. It's a kind of a donation-only sponsored park. It's a private park that you know, you don't have to pay if you don't want to, but we like to donate if we can. And they got really nice walking trails, some what they call cliff caves, which we checked out. And they've got a very large diversity of Missouri wildflowers. They've kind of got a, I guess it's a gardening society that owns it. And the place is just covered in bees and beautiful flowers and everything. And anyway, we had a really nice day there, and did some looking for some mushrooms. We did find some oyster mushrooms way up on a tree. There was no getting them, but pretty cool. And then this afternoon, we're going to run into St. Louis. where I will be doing some of the cooking for a work celebration for one of my bosses. And another coworker who both received their master's degrees. So, kind of gonna be a busy afternoon. Wipe that off. It's always been a little awkward for me using the opposite hand, doing this side of my face, or this side of my neck rather. Alright guys, that's it. Awesome shave. The Klas Tornblöm is definitely sharp, and she is very stiff. I think I got a few weepers on this shave for sure. Had a couple touchdown errors. Looks like I survived the cut up here. I got a little touchdown, I feel a little irritation right here. But again, awesome blade, awesome style, awesome shave. I just need to get more use in it, and I'd be more used to it. This style of blade, I have maybe 3 or 4 different types, just like it. They're cool blades, but gosh, once you really get them down, I know there's some guys that just stand by the shoulderless design of the Klas Tornblöms. At one point I was shaving with razors like that a lot more often, and I was better at it. Alright, if you guys are still watching at this point, will you please go down below and like and subscribe to my channel? Your support and your comments and everything are kind of what drive me to upload videos. I enjoy putting content up. It's a lot of fun. I love talking about shaving and the history of shaving and the like. So please let me know if you want to talk about anything. If you want me to visit about the different razor brands that I use. I mean, I'm almost exclusively a vintage razor user. I'm I'm not a licensed barber, and I've been doing this about 10 years, but you know, I have done a fair amount of reading, and if you're looking for razors, specifically vintage razors, and you're concerned about what to look for, reach out. I always enjoy answering questions about vintage razors and what's restorable, what's not restorable, considering I do restoration work as well. Not for order for the most part, but I do it, and then most of the time my razors stay with me as opposed to leaving my home, though they should leave the home. I'm sure my wife thinks that. But I just throw on some Thayer's Witch Hazel Cucumber, and now we're going to throw on some Chatillon Luxe Pure Lavender, which really, I mean, if you put these two scents side by side, I mean, they're almost spot on. I'm going to be a little bit shy with the amount of this that I use because I have so little of it. Oh man, I mean, spot on. This pure lavender, I think that the Lavender Resinous wood is either a mostly a pure lavender or the Chatillon Luxe has some lavender and some of the same notes. Just absolutely fantastic. And I've always loved the way my skin feels after I put on the Chatillon Luxe. Now for the balm, the Art of Shaving Lavender. Give myself a couple pumps. And it's a good matchup too. It's a little bit lighter and more floral than the other two, but I mean pretty well close. I think I'm gonna give it one more squirt, why not? Now, if you like what you see on my channel, you'll probably love my friends' channels. There's folks out there like Major Rich, Handlebarber Dave, Long Haul Tanker, Nurse Dave, Spider Shaves, Scuttle Shaves, Finster Shaves. All of us are from theshavingcadre.com. We love uploading content and teaching folks how to shave and talking about shaving. So please join us over at theshavingcadre.com. So I guess that's it for my shave today. I hope you guys have a great day, a great end of your weekend, and I will shave with you later. Take it easy. Bye-bye.